So this is the West Region Championships from High Post. We're going to take you through the vlog of the entire week, which was approximately 2 days of tournament golf. We're playing for 1,700 quid, so get ready because I'm about to buy a property in Dubai, Jan. Right, so I popped up to High Post first before going to the accommodation, just because I just want to do half an hour of putting work and then hit the towel for a bit, just a bit of drill stuff. And then also, if we can, I just want to step out onto this golf course just to see how the ball's reacting. Like, it's probably going to be ridiculously firm because the weather's, again, is this week we've had more of the same in terms of it's just been unbelievable. But for the golf courses, they're struggling a bit. They're really dry and bouncy. So we're going to take a look at the golf course as well. Only going to be up here for about 45 minutes. I'll explain why. I'm a bit knackered in a minute. But yeah, I thought it was important to get up here, do a bit of practice and see what the course is playing like before we get into the tournament tomorrow morning. Tee time at 8 o'clock. So yeah, let's get over to the putting green, do some work with the mirror, and yeah, get on the golf course. Not sure of stuff here this week. Funky. Someone's had a good weekend. Okay, so we're going to go back to this week, and feel like this is long overdue, but we're going to go back to using lines, which is ironic as we sit next to whatever that is. But yeah, I've just found that I've not been hitting my start lines very well, so that's what we're going to focus on this evening. So we're going to hit a load of putts, just getting used to having the line on the golf ball. If you're looking down on the putting mirror and your eyes are inside of the line, so your eyes aren't over the golf ball enough, that line is going to look further right. And if you get your eyes too far over the golf ball, so they're not tracking on top of the golf ball, that line is going to look left. So if you're not using a line and regularly checking where your eye line is, that can just throw out where this looks massively. So this is why it's important to just consistently do this. I've got a bit lazy recently with putting. I haven't been using the line, haven't been using my mirror, but just coming out here this evening and just getting that info is so important. And so this is the first one that I always do, what I've been doing recently, which is getting up and off, getting in, keeping the arms up, and tucking this left armpit in, just so we can then throw it one arm off and get a nice feel for getting up on, getting up off, getting down, arms up, throw. A little too hard. That's the other thing with these drills, especially to start with. I don't know what the happened there. You can just start with like 50-yard pitches. There you go. It's honestly amazing how different this feels and how much my wedge play has come on recently just from this, because in this move in, when you keep the arms up, you're just getting the low point. Just everything about this, arms up and in, is getting the low point forward. Always found when I've pitched badly and I've hit those fat shots which you've seen in the past, that's me firstly not getting on it enough, but secondly spinning, which pulls the arms behind and gets the low point back. So yeah, we're not going to turn this into like an instructional video. I think I'll do a video on this soon, but just wanted to explain the drills that I'm doing. Obviously couldn't practice without getting a towel action. Beautiful. Okay, towel down. And this is the one that I've been doing the most. Step off, step up, in. And when you land, arms up, and then just fire at this towel. But the main thing with this is left foot's got to stay forward, which helps restrict hip turn. And in turn, it actually
it helps keep the pelvis level. But the reason it helps by reducing hip turn for me is that if I get the hips rotating a lot on the backswing and they spin hard in the downswing, that gets me out of sync, that gets my arms behind me, that gets me in this stuck position where I'm under it, throwing it. And throwing it from an under position, as in this way. We want to throw it from on top of it, but that actually stabilizes the face. I've been away with Nat for the weekend, and we took Renly down to Cornwall. We stayed down near Newquay for 2 nights and met some friends down there. Like nothing crazy, just went for walks and had a couple of beers and that. But yeah, we literally got back today, went to Padstow today, got back about 3:30. I've driven straight up here to High Post. Sleep's not been amazing over the past few nights, which is why I'm a bit all over the shop, a bit knackered. So anyway, because we camped, we got this tent, and I was like looking around for accommodation the other night, and I thought, do you know what I'm going to do, right? I'm not going to spend £100 a night on a hotel. I'm going to book a campsite, and we're going to give this a trial run. All right, so I've got the tent in there. We're going to go fully set up in a minute. I've got to get there quick because, as you can see, that is the sun going down. That one, John. Oh, 15 minutes, Johnny boy. Beauty. Right, we get down there, get set up, get food, and talk a bit more about this tournament this week. Look at this thing. Massive. Oh, you can't see it. Old Sarum I'm looking at. It's like something out Lord of the Rings. Alright, we have, how long we got to the sunsets? Got to get this done quick. Bear in mind it took 2.5 hours to put the tent up when we were down in Cornwall, but that was because it's the first time and we had a bit of a mare. Sunsets in about 20 minutes. Bad place to sleep, there, isn't it? It is 8:32. Chicken on the cook. So yeah, gonna settle in, get sorted, check in before we go to bed, and yeah, see what it brings. Wow, yes. Aish. Right, we're going to see how much sleep I actually had. I don't think it was brilliant. Sleep score 78. Is this not going to be enough sleep? 6 hours 6. Fair. Short than the restorative. Okay. It's not the end of the world. 6 hours. I thought it was less. Let's go over to Salisbury, or High Post Golf Club, and just a quick reminder as well, I don't know what colour you'd say this is. I think I'm slightly colourblind, so I'm probably not the best person to judge, but Abel's new polos, they dropped a couple of weeks ago, and I'm actually buzzing, and that just sounds weird. I'm excited about a t-shirt. I was wearing the last t-shirts or polos that they wore for about a year, so these were quite a long time coming, but the fit and the quality, and I don't just say bullshit on here for no reason. The fit and the quality and the colours. This is a massive variety, are top notch, and actually at a fair price as well. So head on over, link in bio, use James10, and make sure you do that after this video. Otherwise it might f*** up the engagement charm, me boy. Just got a few key focuses for the day today. Number one is commit to the process. Commit to the stuff that I'm doing with Liam, regardless of score. Number two is to remain stoic, even if, because someone said in the last video, you seem pretty stoic until something bad happens and then you're not stoic. Well, that's not stoicism. So we're going to try and remain stoic through the good and the bad. Number three, enjoy it. That's literally it. Stick to what I'm trying to do. Stick to the process. Remain stoic and have a good time, Johnny boy. Right, let's get out there. Okay, right, we're getting to a little update. It's just me, we're in a 2-ball, so we're flying. It's a nice pace to play. I think I'm through 6 holes maybe, 1 under par, 5 pars and a birdie. If it's 6 holes, either 5 or 6 holes. I actually started off with 2 massive rights, got away with them, and I've changed the pre-shot routine. It's just way too much leaning and not enough throwing. So I'm just pre-shot routine, up and off, and just throwing the shit out of it and throwing it as much as I physically can. And straighten up the ball flight, just starting right target with a little draw. So really nice. Yeah, got another birdie putt here, albeit a long one. So a fairly solid start. So, yeah, just ended up in that after pitching it pin eye in the fringe.
Okay, so after this tee shot, I was hoping this would be somewhere around the green in a pretty good position. It wound up just in a nasty spot because this is downhill, downwind, and what you can't see is that bank in front of the green is about 5 foot tall and it's got a vertical face. This is sat down in some long roughs. There's literally no shot here. I've just tried to commit to the high one, which I've actually played well. It's just come out too nice. And even if I pitched out on the front of the green, it would probably ended up over the back. Moving on to 17 though. This was probably, or definitely, the best swing of the day. So not a bad way to finish on 17, and then 18 not as good.
It's there somewhere.
Let's get into this round recap before we go and meet the boys for a bit of food and a drink. So, we'll start with, we'll start with the leaderboard, just to show you sort of what is going on at the top. Bolcom, 3 under, Joker is 2 under, 2 under, blah, blah, blah. So, 3 under is leading. It is playing not easy just because of the way it's set up. It's really, really bouncy. The greens are good, but the course is just bouncy, and when it is like that, it does get tricky. If you miss the greens, it just gets massive bounces. So that's why the scoring is not that low. Couple good players up there or thereabouts. Rufy's down on level par. Last time we spoke, I was 1 under through like 6 holes, and then went on a bogey run. And yeah, we didn't finish strong. So finished the front 9, bogey, bogey, bogey. And I'll show you the statistics in a minute, which I'm starting to keep track of again. And then on the back 9, it was just not much fun at all. But you're going to get an idea of the stats now and how frustrating my game is at the moment, because the ball striking is feeling better and better with every competitive round. But look at this. Fairways 6 out of 14 is never the end of the world. Missing a few fairways for me on these tight West Region courses because they're so bouncy at the moment. Not many people are going to be getting over 50% fairways hit. But greens, 12 out of 18. And that's a solid ball striking performance when it is playing like this. Saves. So I missed the green 6 times. I saved par once. And 3 3-putts and 34 putts. My putting was awful today. Just didn't have the pace of the greens. So, you know, we're not going to spend ages on this, but I wrote some positives and to work out. So positive, I did stick to the process with the stuff that I'm doing with Liam. I didn't get a few holes in and go, well, to be fair, I didn't really need to. Like, you know, I hit 12 out of 18 greens, so it's fairly solid. I did hit the first 2 shots right, and then I made a bit of an adjustment as to didn't really need to lean, I just needed to throw, and that straightened things up. Almost hold a nice little chip, and apart from that, it wasn't great. And then to work out, twice I made bogey from inside 50 yards. Like on 12, I was a 450 yard par 4. I hit a 385 or 390 yard drive, and I was 40 yards away from the green and missed the green and made bogey. That was the one where I didn't strike the 40 yard ball above feet pitch, which led to the bogey. Didn't have any pace control of the greens, didn't have waterproofs, which you needed in the morning because it was raining, but you know, can sort of get around that just because it was a last minute rush getting up here. I spoke to Liam after the round, and he's sending me a practice plan. So this is the next step. We're moving towards, you know, just progressions. It's getting a practice plan in place. So we're going to move towards that. Obviously, I'll be showing you everything. But yeah, I need to pay for this parking. We're going to get in meet Rich and Josh. And we're recording. It is nice, isn't it?
They changed the name of that. That used to be called the Serial Vapist.
And demonetised. How'd you do today, Rich?
I was 3 over par. I bogeyed the last 2, but it was okay.
That's not a bad knock, to be fair. That's what, top 25 at the moment?
29th.
Josh?
I've got an early tee times. 14 greens hit and 8 over par, so yeah, happy days.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
I just said how awful it was that I hit 12 greens and shot 5 over, so a bit of context. Right, so we think the money's going to be what? Like 5 over tomorrow?
Yeah.
Because it's going to be windy. So yeah, it's going to be a windy day and it is tough.
It's a foul and a foul.
missing the hottest, they're missing those two.
Give it him.
I don't think it makes a big
I
difference.
can see the shots. Play it.
That's a foul. Well, it could be a double.
Alright, we're done. Packed away. Playing with a couple good players today. Yeah, so off at 10-10, and I'm playing with Sean Bebb and Dinsdale. But Sean Bebb used to play on the DP World Tour. Yeah, the forecast today is not good. It's 35 mile an hour gusts, and I think the rain is going to be coming in from about 10 onwards, and it's like 95% chance of heavy rain showers at like midday. Right, so teeing off for round 2. As I said, good group today. Enjoyed playing with these guys. This was the second hole, which is a par 5, and it was downwind, like 35 mile an hour downwind, and it actually went 400 yards on the flat. Now that is wind, and the fact that it is dry, but I did hit it really well. And because I was using an electric trolley, I'll talk about this a bit later on, I couldn't actually put it upright enough. Check this out, by the way. Yeah, it's a bit of the weather. This gets real bad now. And here we go again. Now, we're sitting this one out. Soaked through. Oh, wow. It's fun. Jesus. There's only one thing that is on my mind right now, and that is not doing a round recap quite yet. We've got to get to a KFC. It's always the treat after a tournament week. Plus I'm starving. Just dropped myself off. I've just completely got changed because my clothes were literally completely soaked. That was heavy, but I know like we need it. We properly need that rain. But yeah, that was properly heavy. Holy shit! Yeah, no. Oh yeah, you just come. You don't worry about me. Bet they don't say thanks either. You wow. What a shit, I'm in a food coma, and why is that dirty? Why are you dirty? Man, I'm so tired. Okay, so I was gonna do a bit of a sort of like a recap using Liam's, the way like he wants me to record stats, but I'm gonna save that. I don't know like how, I don't know if he wants to share that or not, so I'll wait for that, and then it's going to take me a while to actually input my stats properly. But let's do a recap. So, in fact, let's have a look at the tournament leaderboard now, because it just should almost be finished. So Mike Watson has a one-shot lead up the last 4 under at the moment. Kev Harper, Kev's so good. He literally just rocks up without playing or practicing to an event. He probably hasn't played in a month, just rocks up. Yeah, 4th. Oh, you're shitting me. So it's basically top 25 money and it looks like I've missed the money by a shot. There we are. Look, so tied 23rd at the moment. Yeah, I've missed the money by a shot. I've bogeyed the last 2 holes as well. Have a look at this. Oh, that is so disappointing. So this is the scorecard. So yeah, as you can see, I mean, today was a lot more solid. Started off with a nice front nine, going out in level par. It was showering off and on, and then on the back nine, it started absolutely hammering it down. I dropped a couple around the turn, and then made 2 really nice birdies when I was absolutely soaked. And then it just kept raining and raining, and then I got 17, 18. I couldn't even hold the grip. I couldn't even hold the club. Those multi-compound grips that I've got, so like cords at the top and rubber at the bottom, they're so bad in fact, I'm just not a fan of them at all. They're really bad in the rain because my right hand is on the bit that's not corded. So I feel like cord just works no matter the weather. And when the cords start getting a bit old, you can just like rough them up with something and it gets them really grippy again. But yeah, the bottom bit of the multi-compound is the bit that my hand's touching that's not got a glove. I was using a rain glove on the left hand, and it's literally just sliding around like no grip at all. And I couldn't find my right hand rain glove. In fact, I might have took it out and just left it on the floor. So I just hit a couple loose shots at the end, and it's cost me a bit of cash. I hope you've enjoyed this little tournament vlog this week. It's been, I've been trying to take you along for the whole week, so the week being 2 days. So yeah, let me know what you think. And I promise next time, let's just go into that. The reason I didn't actually film much of the round today, or any of the round, is because I was borrowing an electric trolley from the pro shop, and I couldn't put it anywhere that would stay still. And instead of me like trying to balance my camera on my bag, and it would sort of like take my focus away from my golf, and I just wasn't going to do that today. But in future, I usually have my own electric trolley. I couldn't do it because I was camping. I usually have my own electric trolley with an umbrella holder, and then I can just shove the camera in, and all you need to do is just whack record, and it's nice and simple. So yeah, in future we'll be getting a lot more footage. It's not long till South Africa, early October. So yeah, see you in a bit. I've got to go back to Exeter. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment and let me know what you think about it.